What's going on, people? Welcome to the very first Boogie Beast podcast. My name is Suleiman Shori, the creator of Boogie Beast. And before we start, what is Boogie Beast? Boogie Beast is a mind-body fitness practice that uses the power of movement for the human ability to play and not exercise. We focus on overall well-being, as we believe true transformation begins by exercising your mind before moving your body. So our aim is to help you with all the necessary tools that you need, all the to break down all the information and all the misinformation when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your body, and when it comes to fitness industry as well, and the food. So before we start, I got my co-host here, Mr. KLAP, Mr. Mental Focus.
You know what time it is.
You know what I'm saying? So before we start, I'm going to talk to you about this guy. This guy, if you check out his IG, first of all, stop whatever you're doing, post the podcast, go to his IG, and then you're going to see what
just type in mental focus underscore focus, and that's it. You know
this why they make you not want to work out ever in your life.
We just hire just to spread some inspiration to people out there, man, just to keep people going, just to keep people driving, get that, your focus going. By the way, people always ask me, what is mental focus? So the mental part is the everyday life we go through, The focus part is you keeping your focus, No matter what life throws at you, no matter the struggles, no matter the ups and downs, you keep that focus mentally. You get it? So it's beyond the physical aspect of fitness. You get it? It's everything, actually. So keep that in mind. So
okay, what I want to know is what goes on in your fucking head.
Oh, Jesus Christ. A lot of shit.
I check this guy and say, I'm like, bruh.
A lot of shit, man.
But how do you get your creativity, your inspiration?
Oh, man, I don't. Oh, man.
Sometimes I look at his post, I'm like,
man,
I can't wait for my next life to try this shit. I'm just not trying this life. Fuck that.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. To be honest, oh, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. To be honest with you, the inspiration just comes, man. Like, okay, cool. Look, I just like to work out generally. I'm just a guy who just like to go to gym, work out, So when I go in there, I don't have an idea of what I'm going to do. I just kind of go with the flow. So when I'm there, I'm doing this, and something just clicks in my head. Oh, just do this, and I do it, and I know it just works, So I think it's just I don't know, man. I just do it,
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
There was a time, and his brother was jacked.
Oh shit!
It was on the hot iron. It was on the
I was on the
heavy. It was on the. You were on the.
I was on the. I was heavy. I was on
like
different.
When you touch his body, it was just muscle.
That was 3 years ago, though.
But there was a transition. Anyways. There was a transition.
There was a transition.
What kind of? Because you were really kind of heavy on the high end.
Yeah.
And then what made when did that switch, and what inspired that?
Oh man,
change?
Shit. First of all, man, when I started going to the gym, I started this whole journey called fitness. It was kind of like, when you don't have an idea of what you're doing. So I just do what everybody do, which is go to the gym and just pump the weight and pump and pump and pump until you can't pump no more. You get it? So, so that was the whole idea at the start. It's just me going to the gym, just watching some few videos, getting some knowledge. Okay, I want to gain weight. Definitely, that was the main goal, is to gain the weight and gain the most. So I started going, doing all the exercise, watching video, eating right food. And yeah, like you said, bro, everything just kind of falls into place. But being a dancer, that is where the problem was for me, because being a dancer and being somebody who's into fitness, especially lifting weights, you have to find balance, So I had to find balance, because when I started going to gym and doing a lot of this work, my dance skills suffered a lot. You get it? Because you have to
mobility.
Exactly, bro. The mobility was gone. Physically was good, but it took a lot away from my dance, because I was spending more time in the gym as well. So I had to kind of rethink myself. Okay, cool. I want to still be a dancer. I'm not a bodybuilder. I still want to keep maintaining both lifestyle. So I had to restructure my plans. And this is where maturity comes in. When you start really figuring things out on yourself rather than what the everybody's doing, the society, whatever. So I had to go back and readjust myself. So I just feel like, you know what, I need to cut back on this lifting and going to the gym. So that's what the whole concept of me now, you know, I just transit into somebody who just completely go to the gym. Plus I was getting sick. I'm tired of working out, lifting weight, doing the same stuff over and every repetition. My body was getting used to it. So it becomes very boring for me. And being a dancer that we are as a person, we're very creative people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, brother? So I had to I want to be more creative with my workout, you know?
Yeah.
So I had to kind of push back from lifting heavy stuff to actually creating a workout that's actually creative and I can actually have fun doing it rather than going to the gym and doing that, which it was good, but I was getting bored of it, you know what I mean?
It makes
So that was the transition for me,
But,
you know.
but
what I mean?
really, from what you were doing
Yeah.
before, what you're doing now
Yeah.
is mind-boggling and quite inspiring.
Oh, man,
And every
thanks,
time
brother.
I check out your
Yeah.
thing, anytime I want to I'm looking for a new inspiration. I'm just mental focus. What you got?
Let's
today,
say, yo, you know, it's just normal stuff, man. It's just like you yourself, you know, Boogie Beast being somebody who dances well, you know, we've done a lot of shit together, bro. You know, so and seeing your transition into from being a dancer to what you're doing now, setting up your own company, having your own Boogie Beast, your own workout plan. This is, you know, for me, I'm like, this takes a lot of work, you know, it takes a lot of transition and a lot of, you know, it's a change in your lifestyle as well. So for me, I took a lot of inspiration from that as well, you know. And for me as well, let's say, what inspired you as well? Because obviously we are dancers, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
what pushes you from being a dancer into what you're doing now? Why did you move to this Boogie Beast now? What made you make that move?
I was my shift to that is I was kind of going through a hard time.
Yeah.
Personally, with my career and
Yeah.
what I was doing because I've always taught dancing.
Yeah.
And because I was a dance teacher, my actual enjoyment of my dancing, my dance suffered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So,
It's true.
I didn't like what I just hated dancing at some point.
Yeah.
And we needed to do something different. And I've always wanted to be a personal trainer, believe it or not. But at some point, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going all in. I'm gonna leave that. It's not like I'm leaving dancing, man.
Yeah.
You can never
Never really dance, yeah. It's part of you.
so I did the personal training
Yeah.
course, and when while I was doing it, I was like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into?
Yeah.
You know, because anyways, I did it, and I was like, I started working in the industry, and I just hated it. And I was like, okay, what the fuck,
Yeah.
But the reason was basically the actual, because it didn't correlate with the movement, because I'm
Yeah.
a very active
person, yeah.
I move
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot.
that's what we
so
are,
like,
dance,
and
yeah.
once I started lifting weight, I was
Yeah.
just like, I just wanted to dance. I'm
Yeah.
like, so the idea of what I did was the Boogie Beast itself started from trying to do something that I would enjoy rather
Yeah.
than what I've been taught as a fitness instructor.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I
That makes
hated
sense. That
the
makes
whole
sense completely.
repetition and repetition.
Yeah.
Because in dance we don't repeat stuff.
Yeah.
We constantly create
Great
different
stuff.
patterns
Oh,
of movement.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
True. That's true.
So we
That's
don't,
true.
you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and that was what inspired me to create Boogie Beast.
Biggest.
And plus we did aerobics.
Yeah.
You know, as
Yeah,
a dancer
yeah.
doing aerobics,
It's-
I'm like, what? People
It's a
move
whole.
like this?
It's a whole different
You
shit.
know, aerobics is almost like dance aerobics is like lifting weights. Like it's literally the structure of lifting weight and doing it to music.
Music,
But
yeah.
there's no flow. It's just like
movement,
rigid.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And that was what actually inspired me. I was like, I have to create something that
Yeah.
people actually enjoy, you know, like
Yeah.
in dance fitness. And that they
Yeah.
can actually get to move
Yeah.
different parts of their body, like their hips, you know,
Very important.
their body, their legs,
Yeah.
rather than doing those
Just constantly taking the weights
this
and
kind
just
of
doing
movement,
this.
you know,
And,
like
being stiff as always.
I
Like,
actually
you
learned to
know.
move the body.
Yeah.
And then when I started that, it just escalated to more program and more complex programs.
Yeah.
And so at this point with Boogie Beast, there's a different program for you in whatever, like, you know.
And also, your Boogie Beast focus on movement as well, which is a big aspect of Boogie Beast that I see, because your style of training is evolved. Obviously, you do a lot of body training, you know what I mean, which is, you do a lot of movement, which is, I think, is the most biggest element in Boogie Beast, you know, when I look at the whole workout. So what inspired you, obviously being a dancer as well, so why did you choose movement over going to the gym, doing the basic things people do, which is weightlifting and doing all this? Why do you pick movement? Why is movement essential to you? What is a big aspect of fitness for Boogie Beast?
Well, I think we as humans are made to move.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So everything we're doing is movement. Whether like if I'm lifting something, or I'm pulling something, or I'm running, or I'm running away from something. So naturally, it is an evolutionary term. Like that we've inherited from you know, like our ancestors. You know, because we had to run from something, or chase something, or carry, or jump on something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like we are moving. So like what I've came to discover is like the core element of this fitness is movement. So and I find out that when people are actually moving in a community or like in a class or doing something together, it's more enjoyable. So they're not thinking about like, I'm getting fit right now. I'm lifting this. You know what I mean? I'm pulling this and I'm getting ripped.
You can't do that, man.
So it's almost like creating a community and at the same time not thinking about exercising and just having fun. Just exactly the way we are when we're dancing. We don't think, oh, I'm dancing right now, but I'm getting fit.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point there.
You know what I mean? So like it's a lot, like, and it's from my experience, because I see people in the gym and they just feel miserable. They lost. They don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So like that's why I created like these kind of classes, and my own philosophy is your body is the gym. You know what I mean?
You heard?
Message.
Body is the gym.
Message.
You know what I mean? So
your body is the gym, and like obviously what inspires, like with good music. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you want anywhere, just using your body. If like there's so many complexity to your body that you don't even know. You know what I mean? That like if you like that would challenge you in so many ways. There's like about 100 different ways of doing a push-up.
That's true though. That's very true.
Like, just think about that for a second. Right?
That's true.
You know, and just that alone changes your perspective of everything. And you're not even talking about movement. There's animal movement. There's like
so much movement now going on these days. Like people creating, like, you know. So
but like so for me, anyways, I think to create a community and of people moving, enjoying, playing,
having fun.
For me, number one thing is play. As long as you don't think like you're exercising, and I can create some, and that was really what inspired me to create.
That's brilliant though.
And Boogie Beast, just turning exercise to play and having fun. And so we are still in the beginning stages, but you know, this is gonna blow up. Just dope. Remember the name. Anyway.
So you see what I see for what you said, the movement. Like I actually definitely like agree with that totally, because a lot of people these days, like, you know, we just, you know, we forgot the aspect of movement, you know, and we focus on, and this is what comes down to me when I was working out, when I start getting really tired of, you know, going to the gym and doing the same stuff over and again, you know, like, you know, so, you know, this is where the movement comes in for me, because I kind of like, I was a dancer, I was moving. Now I found myself doing something where I'm more stiff, you get it? So when I take that into my dancing become more stiff, because that was my mentality. So I needed to move more to get it, and that's why I had to transit myself from being the, you know, the lifter where I was into doing something more of a movement, and that actually reflected my dance, made my dance a lot much better. You know what I mean? So I do really think that's a good point what you made there, because I do believe, like, for me now, I think movement is the new sort of, what's the word I'm actually looking for? It's the new dance. No, it's the new trend for fitness. You know what I mean? Like, it should be what people should be aiming for. You know what I mean?
Rather than
getting jacked. You know what I mean? Rather than just getting jacked. No, it should be.
You know what? Know your body.
Know your body as well, like you said, you know what I mean? But I think movement is essential to us. We just don't see it like we should, you know what I mean? Because there's so much you can do within movement with your body. I mean, your body is if your body is made to move, you know what I mean? So why do you have to restrict your body from moving? You know what I mean? Doing the same repetition. You're working with machines and, you know, this. When you go to gym, don't get me wrong, gym is dope. But when you're there, it's you against the machine. The machine don't move. You get it? You move the machine.
And in a way, as
Yeah.
well, I think it's lifting weights sometimes.
Yeah.
Is a shortcut because it's a lot harder to use your own body weight.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a shortcut to
Yeah.
get jacked. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot harder.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a lot harder. Like, you know, it's going to take a long process.
Yeah.
And when you start doing your body using body weight, your body plateaus quicker.
Yeah.
Than when you lift it.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you have to constantly be creative and like change the patterns of what you're doing.
Oh yeah,
do you know what I
because
mean?
you need to always shock your body like every time.
Anyways, let me ask you a question.
All right.
The difference between fitness and the fitness industry. Oh, just talk about the
Oh,
fitness industry.
fitness! Oh God, the fitness industry. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start with this, man. The fitness industry is itself is broad. You get it? And this is from my own experience. The fitness industry for me, it's kind of like a pharmaceutical industry. Do you get it? When I look at it, you know, it's there to sell you some certain ideas of what fitness should be about. You get it? You know, when you're sick, they tell you go take this drug. They prescribe this for you. You know, genuinely, none of this drug actually is gonna work. You get it? You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that with the fitness industry as well. It's created to sell us idea, products, supplements. They give you this perception of how.
I need to write that down.
They give you a perception of how kind of you should look. You know what I mean? What fitness is about. You know, which in reality is completely myth, like you said. You know, but we're not trying to bash it. No, I'm not trying to bash no fitness. Fitness.
Are you trying to get a summer body?
Huh?
Summer body?
Like now, my bro is just a summer body now. Like this is the kind of shit they say to do. Go to the gym and get yourself a fucking summer body. You know what I mean? 12 weeks transformation. Like it doesn't work that way, man. This shit ain't no like your body's gonna just generate some cells and this cell is gonna grow 6-pack and you're gonna get a big ass booty. It doesn't work that way, you know. This it's deep, it's beyond that. You know what I mean? So I think with the fitness industry, they're doing a great job of what they're doing, whatever, selling you that product you buy. But let's tell you the truth, everything you buy, trust me, is an artificial product. And what you get is, when you take an artificial product, guess what you get? You get an artificial result. That's the moral of it. You know what I mean? That's how it is. Why do I say this? Because if you, now, this is an example. You want to start fitness, you want to get into fitness, and you decide, oh no, I want to put some weight on, I want to gain some weight, I want to do all this, you know, cool. You go to the store, you buy yourself all these supplements, creatine, gains, mass gainers. Gains. Yo, this is good stuff, obviously. You take them, you start taking it, you start walking, and you start seeing those gains. Oh, I'm putting on weight, I'm seeing my results. This is good, but it's like a drug. You need to keep taking all this shit, because once you stop taking product, your body falls back to its natural form again. You get it? So that's why they're all artificial effect on your body. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this. Take this, you're gonna get a quicker result. You get it? You're gonna see those gains, everything comes out. But once you stop taking it, it's kind of like it's kind of like it's almost like I don't even know why. I'm trying to find a word. It's kind of like they make you buy this product constantly, so to keep you coming, like continuous,
like an addict.
Yeah, it's an addict. You know, so without this product, oh fuck, my masculinity, when I gotta get another one. You know, this is what I gotta get. This again. You know, don't get me wrong with no bashing, but what happened to that's the thing about the fitness. That's what they're trying to sell you. You know what I mean?
Constantly selling something.
Selling you something, a product to say you're gonna look like this. And not everybody that takes mass gainer look like the cover on the mass gainer. You see these huge dudes, girls sitting there. you don't look like that at the end of fucking at the end of the fucking year.
It's
you know?
seasonal. It's seasonal.
It's a seasonal stuff, you know.
And that's what, and some people as well, like, you know, like all these
Yeah.
models, like,
Yeah.
you know, some of them are on steroids.
Oh man,
You know what
like
I mean?
that's
but they kind of promote creatine
yeah.
on the magazine.
Yeah.
But what they actually do to get that shredded,
Yo,
what I mean?
it's all different plateau. You know what I mean? It's you see the thing like now the thing about supplement is I'm not saying supplement is bad for you, but there's pros and cons that comes with it. I personally, I've been on supplements. Now I'm working out. I don't take supplement. I'm pure natural, and I'll tell you why you should stay natural. Because when you stay natural, whatever you take into your body retains that. Period. You get it? If you eat, and they tell you gotta eat 6 meals a day, fine. If you eat 6 natural meals a day, proper meals a day, you go hard, you go to the gym, your body retain all those. If you're taking mass gainer, you have to take your shake maybe twice a day. That's it. And I know some people now will start going to the gym. Oh, I gotta take my protein shake twice a day. Taking your protein shake twice a day won't give you any result. You have to eat. It's just to balance out those times you're not eating. That's what all those products are for there for you. You get it? So for me, I think people need to actually start paying a mind being more natural when you come to building. Unless you want to be a bodybuilder, there's natural bodybuilders out there, you know, there's vegan bodybuilders out there. Man, there's so many tons, you know what I mean? People are getting more conscious now, you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is the fitness industry is designed to make some money off us, to give us this idea of what fitness is about, which is total for us. You need to go do your assignment, do your research, and find out what find out what works for you. That's the whole moral of this. Find out what works for you, not what the fitness industry tells you what's going to work for you.
You mentioned something, right? And
Yeah.
before we started recording,
Yeah.
you were like, because you look jacked,
Yeah.
that doesn't make you fit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But which is a great analogy.
Yeah.
Because the fitness industry will sell you
Yeah.
what a fit person looks like. Idea of what you can get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you going into the gym with
That
that
mindset.
narrow mindset
Yeah.
of like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So you keep pumping the iron.
Yeah.
So you keep pumping the iron and like,
Yeah.
and then say you don't get there, and then you get disappointed and
Yeah.
you drop out.
You drop-
But
yeah.
really, and plus also with the whole idea of getting like supplements and creatine.
Yeah.
This was meant to be about our health.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is meant to be about like just enjoying and getting fit and moving. But now
That's true.
now it's like, okay, you can get this and you can get this.
Yeah.
Then it's actually like destroying your health.
Yeah.
Because all of these unnecessary substances.
Yeah, you put it into your body.
All you like the idea of fitness is just like, okay, let me get fit and
Bro.
move, enjoy, and then like, you know, I can go do whatever I want to do in my life.
Yeah, bro, like
I mean-
there's, like you said, man, all this product, like there's so many natural products you can put into your body that will give you the same result, not even better result than the supplement does. You get it? I could give you tons of food you could eat. You know what I mean? And all the supplement we do buy, it was once a food. It was a process, something they put together to turn into
It's either
that chemicals and like. No, but like we're not product haters. We don't hate on product now. People don't get us wrong, but we're trying to give people more conscious. When you're starting to, you don't necessarily need to take protein. You don't need to take mass gainers. You can just eat by just constantly eating right food. So this is what I don't get. Why would you be eating like healthy food and still be taking like all this artificial supplement into that? It doesn't work. Why not just take the artificial supplement away and just focus on just eating right food? Get your 6 meals a day, get your 5, whatever. There's shakes, there's so many juices you can make that can make you grow. You know, you can, and if you want to be a bodybuilder out there, you want to be like, you know, I want to be the shredded motherfucker alive, you know what I mean? Then there's another way about that, which
I think that's the thing. A lot of people train like bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Not actually trained for their body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but let's talk about.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've talked about let's talk about movement.
Yeah.
Because obviously, I think there's the industry that kind of focuses on lifting,
Yeah.
weights, and all of this.
Yeah.
And then there's like the movement industry, which is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So the difference between obviously the industry, there's a fitness lifestyle, which is just the way, like, doing something maybe like boxing,
Yeah.
or karate, or
Yeah.
martial arts, or
That's just
capoeira,
fitness, yeah.
or yoga. That's a lifestyle. And like
Yeah.
even with yoga,
Yeah.
the lifestyle of yoga is like eating healthy, like having a great mindset.
Yeah.
And in any of these kind of like martial art disciplines,
Yeah.
they just don't teach you. You learn about the discipline, the mental aspect of your practice,
Yeah.
as the physical aspect. You're not gonna get anybody in the gym telling you like namaste, why you pump in the gym, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mental aspect is the most important part because
Yeah.
of your mind, your mindset, I suppose,
Yeah.
is the most important
That's it.
part before you get into anything.
Yeah.
You need to know why you're getting into
Yeah.
it. But like you have to understand, like we have to have a certain level of movement in our life.
Yeah.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like then it comes down to you, like, what do you want to focus on? Like do I want to do like salsa dancing every Thursday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
or Friday night or something, or
Yeah.
do I want to do something else? So do whatever is fun and
Yeah.
you like and you enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can just use the gym to enhance what
Whatever.
you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's like I can mention 100 different like kind of movement practices that goes on. Like outside the gym.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like this is anybody that wants to get fit, the first thing they think of is the gym. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And in a way, the gym is kind of a shortcut
Yeah.
to where you want to go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so people be like,
That's what the fitness industry is also
Yeah,
selling you.
everything is a shortcut,
It's,
and-
it's the gym. You have to go to the gym. You gotta lift weights. You have to do this. You have to take products. You have to take some medicines. You have to take this and that. And these are the things they use to. It's like this. When you're a fresh fish coming into the industry, you don't know nothing about the industry. So you go online, you Google information, and the first thing that appears, how to gain weight. You see all this product, mass gainers. Obviously, that's where you gravitate towards. This is it, and you ask friends. I was in the gym a few months ago, and I heard a couple of boys, 16, 17, talking about, I'm gonna start taking steroids. This is real shit. And they were talking about they're going to. I'm like, yo, boy, you're 16, talking about steroids already. You know what I mean? But I'm not saying that's what the industry is advertising. You get it? But
it's become such a
But it's become such a thing that's attached to the industry where, a lot of people taking steroids to get to that. And this is for some new people coming into the business now. I mean, into the industry or trying to start a journey in the fitness. And they think, maybe if I take steroids, if I take this, I might get that result. They don't want to put the work in. And if you don't put the work in, you might get that result, but it's going to be temporary. It's not going to be forever. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you see a lot of bodybuilders now that, I don't want to mention names, but there's loads of them now you see that there was mad big dude in their prime. Now look at them in the 70s, 65. They're like,
Did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger getting drop kicked?
yeah, I see that.
that was in South Africa, right?
Yeah, that was dope, bro.
He didn't even budge.
And then
I don't know what the fuck was that was about.
He's
like
70.
I was a 70 though.
Arnold's 70.
He's 70, man. He got drop kick in the back.
He didn't even move, like, he said-
And the security didn't even do shit either.
Did you see
He
the
said,
guy?
he thought someone just bumped into him from the crowd. He didn't even know. Like,
Jesus
he
Christ.
didn't even know that someone had actually drop kicked him. He said he only realized because he saw the security drag him away. Like,
What? Yeah, I saw the security guy, the big,
And the kid was like, I want a Lamborghini or something.
I don't
like,
even know, man. I don't know.
Like,
some,
that guy's
but you see,
messed up,
the thing about it is, right?
Arnold is like his sheer strength. Like he
Yeah.
built proper strength.
Strength.
I know what you mean. How
Yeah.
those dudes will dwindle down.
They just draw it down and they just back to that. And you're like, what happened to all those
All the games.
all those gains and those masses you add, it's all gone, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm trying, that's the picture we're trying to get you guys to understand and see. Like, it's just not like the shortcut is temporary. It doesn't give you that long lasting effect. You get it? So like that's why we have movements and all this thing to you can add this to your workout. For me now with my workout, I'm not trying to be big. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just trying to stay fit. You get it? and that means I would do anything, I mean anything to keep me fit, apart from taking any supplements, because I don't believe in supplements making you fit, I mean, none of that stuff. So I would do anything which is going to movement, doing boxing, doing just things around that involves me actually using my muscles in a way that I don't use it before. You know what I mean? Discovering different ways my body can do things I don't even know my body can do. So I think it's really important to let people to know about these things, and like you said as well, like, people want to get into this industry, they want to start a journey, from your own perception or advice, like, like, because people tell me, oh, I've started this journey, but after 1 week or 3 weeks, for me personally, I think 2 weeks is what it takes. After 2 weeks, if you keep going, then the chances you might go for the next 3 months. You know what I mean? Usually people go into they start the gym, first week they give up. You know what I mean? So why is it that I find it hard to believe why people get into this, they start this journey, very happy about it, I want to start, and after about 2 weeks into it, boom, they go back to the normal, natural. You get it? So what advice, what kind of stuff would you tell people like this? Let them know, like what you can do for yourself, to not to stop, after 2 weeks. Like, what is your word for this kind of people? Like, what would you say to them?
But
like,
I would imagine, again, this is where this comes in, right? Like, when you think about fitness, when your first thought is going to the gym, and you don't really know what to do when you get to the gym, it's going to be very hard for you to stick to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and there are so many options of what other things that you could do to get fit and you can actually enjoy. Believe it or not, being in the gym is a very isolated situation, because it's you, the music, and the bars, and the weights. And then if you don't know what you're doing, you know what I mean, you're not going to stay there long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even if you know what you're doing, at some point it's going to get boring. So I think starting in the fitness industry, it's important to be, to open your mind and to have an open mindset in what to not just think about. Okay, I'm just going to focus on the gym. Try other things. There's try boxing, try capoeira, try jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? And then you understand what fitness is, because again, just building up your muscle is not gonna make you fit.
Yeah.
Try jogging, try sprinting. If you want to build up a high testosterone, you know what I mean, or like high muscle, muscle,
mass or something.
mass. Sprinting will actually boost a lot of testosterone.
Yeah.
Compared to you know what I mean, there's so many things you could do. You know what I mean? And then if you have that open mindset, then if you get bored in one thing, you can always move into other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think, the weight is not the only way.
It's not the only way.
It feels like we're bashing weights in the industry. No. I use weights. You know what I mean?
I use weight.
We just use it in a different way.
Different way.
Not your average typical way.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
Like weights are good. They're brilliant for you. Obviously you wanna get that muscle. You wanna see physically. Physically you could get into weight. But there's so much weight can do for you, you know what I mean? Because you get to a point where your body reaches its kind of like that final stage where it's harder for that. This is how I look at it. Yeah, when you want to start, when you're starting the journey into being fitness, you want to literally you're making that first step. When you go into the gym, start lifting, there's a point in time after the first 6 months you will see a very good result in your body, because your body haven't experienced this sort of, literally bombardment with weight. You get it? So you bombarding your body with weight constantly. That first 6 months, you will see a serious growth in your physically. You will see it. Then move on to another 6 months, 12 months. You will still see some growth. But after about 12 months, you get it, when your body the growth comes rapidly. You get it? Your body kind of start getting used to it, because now you want to start doing more compound or heavy stuff, because that's just how the body works, that's just how the weight works. For me personally, from my experience, when I started lifting weight, the first 6 months, brilliant result physically. 12 months, I could see it like, psh, you know what I mean? Then after that, it starts slowing down more. But the thing about weight is it's good to build muscles, it's built to build all this, whatever. But there's a side effect to that as well, because you need to know how to use this weight, because you allow injuries, shoulder problems, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't know how to use weight when they go to the gym. They just pick up a weight, pick up something. I have to lift the heaviest weight, you get it? So, and to lift the heaviest weight, that means I'm going to get the quick result. It doesn't work like you could lift the smallest weight, you know what I mean, and get a better result. It just depends on your workout, you get it? How you use that weight, you get it? You could use the smallest weight, but if you use the weight rightly, you will get a better result than somebody who goes to the gym and lift heavy weight and doing the completely workout wrong, you get it? So for me, I think weights are good, but you should limit it, you get it? Because they restrict you to be stiff, you get it? And you don't want to be stiff, you want to move, you get it? That's what, this is why we're talking about movement, you get it? You want to add that into your workout. So, but if you're somebody who just likes to just lift weight, who just wants to be a iron, just wants to be a bodybuilder, then so be it, you get it? I'm not taking it. But if you're somebody who just, normal dude, who just wants to keep fit, who just wants to be like we are, who just likes fitness, then the advice is limit the time you spend on weightlifting. You can do so much, you know what I mean? You go to the gym 5 days a week, you could limit it to 3 days a week, maybe twice.
And then try other things.
And try other things in between. You actually feel...
It could be, something different.
It could be anything.
Because think about it, right? It's like when you're in the gym, you're isolated.
Yeah.
Like, it's important to be in a community and try, try new things, like create new patterns of movement.
Yeah.
Because even me, I started swimming, right?
Yeah. Well,
I started swimming the other day.
Yeah.
And like I felt like I was listening to music and I can't catch the rhythm. You know what I mean? Like, man was sinking. Like
that's crazy.
I was so frustrated with myself. I was like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Black people can't swim as well, but
no. That's a bad stereotype. I wouldn't take that.
That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true, though.
People be like, it's muscle density. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? It's technique. You know what I mean? And it's like...
You have to have a technique. You have a stroke right as well, like...
Remember that black dude from Zimbabwe?
Which be that?
In the Olympics. And
who's his name? Who's this black dude? I don't know. Did I miss him?
Do you see the Olympics? Like 1 year, probably like...
The black dude?
Some black dude was representing like Zimbabwe, and this brother was like...
He swam, man.
Everybody was gone. Like, it was like...
And
it was like 20 minutes. And look, everybody was clapping for him. Like, it was exactly the entertainment of the show.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Because he qualified or something. Like, and he was way behind it. And the man was like giving it. And everybody started clapping.
What?
Come on. But anyways, I think...
Just never give up,
I think it really challenged me a lot, because like I've never really been in that situation in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to always be in that situation.
Yeah.
Because it shows that we're constantly learning.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even for your mindset, you're constantly learning. And that was a mind opener for me. And I'm like, okay, I need to do more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I do like a lot of my program. Obviously, I created myself, but I need to take myself out of that and then even do more. And because it was crazy. I couldn't. I taught myself some kind of certain things, and then, which I picked, which was kind of bad habits from swimming. But like when they taught me the right technique, I've never really had to do some sort of movement that I'm kicking from my hips.
And your body start feeling like, what is this?
That was I couldn't get it, which was crazy. Yeah. But anyways,
and also, like, I would like to talk about this as well. Like, you mentioned like earlier on, like about work ethic, which is I think is very important when it comes to fitness. When achieving result, setting goals, and seeing your physical result, work ethic, because people always confuse your work ethic, because the way I look at it is like you have the work ethic, you have the fitness. I mean, whatever, going to the gym, you know what I mean. You have your result, but the result only comes through the work ethic. You get it? It's not the fact of going to the gym and working out, doing this as well. So would you like to elaborate, like, letting people know what the work ethic, when you really want to get the result, you know what I mean? Everything is all boiled down to how much work ethic, because I've got questions where people ask me, how do I, get a big arms, big back, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a bodybuilder, you know what I mean? So they ask me, how do I, get my core to be
build
more
like a
strong.
bodybuilder.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They ask you all these questions, you know.
Why you just build?
I'm like, I don't know, man.
Why is build like Iron Man?
I don't know, like, you know what I mean? But for me, I always tell them it's just consistency, like it's work ethic, you know what I mean? The work ethic needs to be strong to get the result. So, you know, what would you say to, like, you know, people who are already in the obviously fitness industry, who are already taking that journey, that leap of faith, doing what they need to do, but obviously they struggle when it comes to the work ethic, you get it, and what the importance of work ethic when it comes to this getting your result and achieving your goals. Like,
well, you see, when it comes to that, right, the most important thing you have to understand is like, what is your goal?
Yeah.
Before we even talk about work ethic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If your goal is to get buff or get this 6 whatever inch
You want to get
biceps or whatever, or core or whatnot.
That's crazy, man.
Then you have to, like, obviously you have to put in that work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, pump it till you can't pump
no more, man.
But the thing is, like, with your body, when it reaches a certain level,
Yeah.
it plateaus. Plateaus means is your muscles get used to that movement,
and
then you have to make it harder, you know, like, and you know, to get to the next phase.
Yeah.
So like you need to like, and then that goes on again to the point when that plateaus again, and then it's always a constant, you know, which is quite different from movement because we're tearing up your muscles. Because so with weights, you're tearing up your muscles. With movement, you're moving from your joints. So there's 2 different elements in it. So but you're moving from the source of your movement, like from the source of your joint where everything moves. So you're working on mobility, flexibility, and obviously with strength and you like
conditioning
of course,
as well,
conditioning, and you're moving your muscles as well. But in this one, you just constantly tearing muscle and tearing muscle and tearing muscle. So if that's your goal, then there's nothing wrong with that. So you just have to understand, like, every time you get to a plateau, if your body gets used to it, it could be every 6 months, it could be whatever. Then you have to always change your exercises up. You know what I mean? And the where the work ethic comes in is like consistency. And you have whether you are moving, whatever like discipline of fitness you're doing, like you have to stay consistency, like consistent in whatever it is that you are doing. Like, and it's good to kind of maybe start with a plan of action, like, you know, like, so you have your times that, you know, like, this is I'm going to be doing like 5 days a week, and I separate it in you know what I mean, whatever is convenient for you. Some people, like, I love working out in the middle of the night, or when I wake up in the morning. I find it like,
whenever we can get it, we get it. Like, you know, that's just like, the way it is. Like, you know, it's like that, man.
Well, for me, anyways, for me, I don't have a goal of. I don't have a goal. My goal is to just move and enjoy my, you know, like, and to keep fit. You know, what I mean? My goal is to keep fit. You know what I mean? My goal is not to build like a certain part of my body, and I want to challenge myself in movement. I want to be more flexible. I want to, you know, like, I want to be creative. I just enjoy moving. You know, that's my goal. So depending on your goal, then it comes down to what kind of like how your work ethics will be. You know what I mean?
But just generally at this, it's just to get the result, people, because, you know, that's the problem. People they misunderstand that the work ethic that goes into, you know, achieving results. Because people see you do crazy stuff, you know. How do you do that? That's too hard for me, you know. I can't do this. That's too much. But I always say to people, like, you can do it, man. It's just, you just need to put the work in. You know, I mean, for me, there's nothing impossible we can do.
Yeah, but people don't want to put the work.
But that's the thing. You have to put the work. But if you're going to the gym and you're already struggling with the work ethic, you want to sign up for a gym membership, for example, and you're already struggling with the work ethic. You get it? There's no point doing that membership. Just cancel it, because you're just gonna leave the gym membership sitting there, taking money out of your account every month when the work, you know, it's not put, you know, everything all down to your work, you know. And at the end of the day, like, you could do this at home. You don't need a gym, you know. So I do believe, like, you know, people, your work ethic should speak. That should be the spark, you know. That should speak, you know. And this is the only way you obviously the result.
You know, it's hard to get a work ethic when you're doing something that you don't enjoy.
You enjoy as well, you know.
So that's why you have to, you know, like,
find
enjoyment
something.
is the key.
Yeah. Find something basically you enjoy doing. And
something
really
that challenges you,
yeah.
and something that like like open your mind,
Yeah.
and something that is like something you enjoy, something that keeps you coming back,
Yeah.
something that you have a passion for,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. And some people have that for weights, you know what I mean.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and that's why they still do it. So you have to, the passion, that has to be there. And
Has to be there,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And that would drive that work ethics, you know. And again, it comes down to your goals as well, like
Yeah.
what you want to, you know what I mean. So
I think it's the grind, bro. It's the grind. Just gotta keep grinding, man. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about lab, because so part of this podcast we're going to be doing a lab as well, a lab fitness workout, showing you some different ways you can like do exercise,
great.
not the typical
You know what I mean?
typical things that
Yeah.
like you do not, so switching things up, like
Yeah.
opening your mind on other things that you can do, and how you can apply your into what things you can apply into your program.
Yeah.
With body weights, with weights, with
Whatever
kettlebell,
suits
whatever.
you.
Just open your mind.
Yeah.
And to trigger that creativity part. So tell them about the lab session.
The lab,
What is a lab?
lab. Okay, look, man. Lab is very simple, man. Lab is just where we go, we create, we make things happen, Everything you see that's polished, you get it. You know what I mean? Online, you see it's all it was created in the lab, you know what I mean? So when we step into the lab, bro, we're not afraid to make mistake, you get it? We go in the mindset like we're gonna fail, you get it? But at the end of the day, we're gonna create something, you know what I mean? In the lab, we're gonna like, wow, that I didn't, when it's just a place you go to create, you know what I mean? You experiment, you open up your mind, you know what I mean? And like now, I won't call it a gym. You could call it gym a lab, but I won't call it gym a lab at the same time, because a gym, everything is there, You go lift the weight, do all this stuff, you know what I mean? But you can't create with the machine. You can only do so much with a machine. If you have a machine that just strictly can walk your back like that, you can't create. You can only do what that machine tells you to do, you know what I mean? But I can go and be like, you know what? This machine tells me to do this. Is it possible for me to try to get it to do this? You know what I mean? Because I'm creating something else. And people are like, oh, geez, that's not for that. It's for this. But I'm doing this. But yeah, it's working. You get it? So that's the whole experiment of lab. It's just a place we go to create new things, new idea, new workout.
Also, we play as well.
And we play, yeah.
We
have
like,
fun. Yeah,
like
that's...
the lab is simply a space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a space, and then go there, play, we create new ideas, new concepts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I hope you guys get inspired by what we're going to be showing you, and then incorporate it inside.
Just about movement, man.
Incorporate it into your workout as well. It feels like we bashed the fitness industry today.
Oh man, we didn't bash nobody.
It's just fact.
Just fact, like you see, everything we speak about, you don't have to agree with us, you know what I mean? But we're giving you from what we feel. And this is somebody who's been doing this stuff for years now, you know what I mean? I've been in the game for about 4 years myself, 5, 4 years now, maybe 4 going 5, you know what I mean? So I know fairly about what the industry is about, and from my own experiences, from my brother's experience, that's what we're talking from, you get it? So we have our experience put together, and that's how we giving you what we feel, you get it? For people who are just coming into the business, you get it? Who doesn't know, have a clue, you know what I mean, what they're diving into. So it's always good to have a bit of knowledge, and we're not giving you all this, we're giving you raw knowledge, you get it? Like we here, this is a lab for us, you get it? It's a podcast, we're labbing here, we're telling you, you know what I mean, what's real, what's popping. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. Hopefully, like
So we're gonna move into the Boogie Beast Lab section.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, but let's just do a recap of what we've just spoken about.
Yeah.
So today we kind of went over like the fitness industry and the difference between. You have to separate the fitness industry and from the fitness itself.
Yeah.
Fitness is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle that you create. And and that makes you fit.
Yeah.
Like whatever you do in your whatever
Daily
element
life,
of movement that you choose to do, whether it's dancing, whether it's boxing, whether it's jiu-jitsu, yoga, that is a lifestyle. And whatever lifestyle you choose, you become fit through that.
Yeah.
And the fitness industry is a industry that sells you that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They show you like this is what you have to do to get this.
and that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But but so there's two different ways. And what we're trying to tell you now is like, there's not just, most people think it's just about the gym. There's more out there if you open your mind and you know, like if you open your mind up than just the gym. You know what I mean? The gym is just one aspect of a million ways where you can move. There are a million ways where you can move the body, and that's why there's so many things that so many practices that people, we as humans have created. You know. And that just shows you how many ways we can move. If just dancing alone, there's so many different dances, you know, like, and with different rhythms, different patterns, different feeling, different vibes, just from dancing. And you're not even talking about martial art. You know, that just shows you how complex the human body is. You know, and to be able to just like focus, just to like sell. Like obviously they just narrow it down to like gym. This. And that's what we're trying to make you do. Open your mind in that aspect. And we also talked about movement. And basically, when you talk about fitness and movement, some people try to separate them. So movement is basically like it's the movement is a result of makes you fit. So what did I even put it the last time when we were talking? I was like,
I think it's
movement is an outcome. Fitness is an outcome of
the fitness is the output or output of the fitness or something like that. I don't know how you put it.
It's whatever. Like it's like it is like movement. Your fitness is an outcome of whatever movement that you do. You know what I mean? So it's a result of whatever element of movement that you do. So for you to be fit, you just need to move. So whatever way you choose to move, that's up to you. And obviously, the more enjoyable it is, and the more fun it is, then it's not, you don't think about like what you're doing. You have fun and you just go about your daily life. You know, and that's why it's important to do something that you love and not something that you have to do. And because a lot of people feel like they have to come to the gym and do this, and that's why they drop out. That's why the rate of the gym dropout is incredibly high.
And you don't have to always go to gym because you say you want to lose weight, you want to do this, you know what I mean? I think gym practically is for people who wants to build muscles. That's simple. It doesn't mean, if you're looking to build fucking muscles, then gym is for you.
Yeah, but
nowhere.
There are classes now though, like in gyms they like kind of.
There's classes in the gym as well.
Which is good. You know,
it's good. You see that they're introducing something more. There's this new thing as well now, which people are more doing. It's more circus training, which is more fun. It's kind of like you do different kind of stuff. You're just not doing. You're actually challenging yourself more. You know what I mean? So I would prefer something like the circus training. You get it? If you don't know about it, check it out. They're more diverse. It's kind of like you do so much with that. It's just not gym where you just go use equipment. But like I was saying anyway, if you want to just build muscles, then gym is maybe a place for you to be. But if you're somebody who's not looking to build muscle, because and at the end of the day, we live in nobody really have time to be going to gym and wants to build a muscle. If you're 30 something or 40 something, you don't want to be fucking. You can't build any more muscle at that age because your muscle tissue is pretty much.
But you can maintain it though.
You can't build it. You can't be a bodybuilder.
Not build it, but you can
maintain a good shape. I mean, you're 40, 30, you want to be in the best shape of your life.
It's still like obviously carrying weight it helps with testosterone. And to keep to keep that strength and thing. But again, it's only to a certain stage.
It's your science stage, you know. So don't limit your mind. I have to go to gym to build to get this result. You know, you can do so much. Man, if you go boxing, you know, you do Kung Fu, you do all this MMA, you do swimming. Those are things that do something else. You do movement, they do something to your body. You grow, your shape, it tones your body as well, you know?
It tones your body, and it almost heals your body as well.
It heals your body as well.
You're not causing much damage.
You
simultaneously, doing a lot. You know, like you're doing a lot all, you know, it's like you're doing 5 things in one when you're moving. Like, compared to like, because like, even with dancing, we were ripped.
Oh man, we were ripped from just dancing. And people were always like, "You guys go to gym?" No.
Oh, I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story. The first time when I joined the gym, the very first time, this woman, I was like, oh yeah, this is my first time. She looked at me like, you're right.
I'll swear.
I was like, okay, cool. And she was like, have you used like a free weight before, whatever?
Yeah.
I was like, no. And she put me on the machine weight.
Yeah.
So I was like, and like I didn't know what like this kid was on like a bench press, right? I don't know, maybe at that time it was probably lifting like 50 or 60 or something. This guy, I can do it, man. Fuck it. I go on the bench press and there was nobody. Like the guy left. I waited for him to go.
Yeah.
The guy left, and I was like,
That's mad.
that's mad. Like there was nobody. Like the thing caved on me. Like this shit. Like
You almost kill yourself.
I almost killed myself, man. But obviously, like
Yeah, that's mad though. Don't do that. Don't fucking do
so
that,
take
man.
it easy, man. Take it.
Find a spotter or something like that. Don't be like this, brother, man. You're gonna kill yourself. But look, guys, man. You said we in an hour, man. Yeah, okay. So an hour 4 minutes. So I'm trying to like wrap it up or something.
Yep. Let's wrap it up. We're gonna move into the labbing section. Now we're gonna show you some kind of different patterns that you can do. That that like we're not just gonna talk about it. We're gonna be about it. We're gonna show you some things.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you stay tuned, you can put some comments.
Yeah.
If you agree or disagree on some of the things. Yeah, we're open to suggestions.
Very
So,
open-minded people.
Thank you very
man.
much
Just
for
tuning into that Force podcast. You know what I mean? Check out my man out there on Boogie Beast. Give them your hygiene, man, so they can
man.
catch you.
Check out Boogie Beast Fitness. And yeah, this is what we're about. It's about the lifestyle, mind, body, food. The most important thing is your mindset. And it's not just about movement, mindset, and your food as well. So mind, body, food. These are the most important thing that you have to take care of. Your mind first, body, and then your food. I can't put in any other, but those are it's
important elements.
One without the other. And yeah, so we're gonna move on to the
into the lab
session. Are you ready? Let's go.